Father, how the hell are you so strong? I can't be able to move any muscle in my body. Now you give up, son? I see that you still don't have what it takes to receive the 3 divine exams, but just this once I will help you. I want you to put that guy in his place and show what you're made of. Even though I've been defeated so easily, this time I accept my defeat. But when I complete the 3 divine exams and I manage to defeat that Saiyan, I'll face you again, Father. I see that you have some pride, son, but if you say so, I think it's fine. Then son, what do you think if we start with the 3 tests right now? The first test will be to control the golden light of Angel. You have to purify your body of all the sins you have committed, because although you do not believe it, the angels like mortals commit sins. As far as I can tell, your light power has dropped a lot. Maybe your bad thoughts have made you lose power. Then Father, as I do to get the power I lost again, the angel's father would have taken out a pond with purifying water. In this pond, there was a great amount of golden energy. Daishinkan, when he felt the energy of the pond, he would be surprised by how much energy he could feel. Father, what the hell is that? This is the purifying pond that all the angels of high rank we use to purify our soul. If you want to obtain the power of the immortal, you have to do it. Daishinkan, even though they would not be so sure, would have slowly approached the pond. Once inside the pond, the same water from there would have taken shape in 2 hands to drag his body. The angel seeing this would have several blows to those hands of water, but it was totally useless. Suddenly his body would have been trapped by the pond, thus falling into the pond. The angel, once in there, would begin to scream because of the pain he was feeling. Besides that, he was losing oxygen little by little. I can't be able to breathe, and for some reason I feel that my body hurts more than normal. Maybe this is the true power of the purifying water. Maybe if I knew it had to happen therefore, I wouldn't have risked it. On the surface, the angel's father was watching everything that was happening. Son, you wanted to take this test. Now everything depends on you. Unfortunately, if you lose this test, your life will be completely lost, and I will not be able to do anything to save you. I have to calm down. The more I move my body, the more oxygen I will lose. Besides, my energy is running out little by little. I have to hold on. Suddenly, some black flames would have come out of the angel's body, managing to keep its shape thanks to the air bubbles that were produced by the angel's oxygen. The dark energy that was reflected in flames would enter into an air bubble to avoid hurting his body. I see that you could take out the evil that you had in your body, but even so, I will not leave so easily. Your body will be mine, Angel. Suddenly, a gust of shadow would have surrounded the angel, thus beginning to torment him. Surrender, Angel. Your worst sin was to be born. This world is not for people like us. If you want power, I can give it to you. Just let the evil take over your body. The flames that would have left the angel's body would have begun to return again, thus beginning to consume him again. It seems that he is not going to make it. He let himself be controlled by evil. I don't know why I keep seeing this. I will return to my throne. What I want is power, and if you can give it to me, I will accept it. In order to defeat him, I would do the impossible. The pond, seeing that Daishinkan had so much evil in his body, would have expelled him completely, since he had a limit. Father, I have achieved it. Now I have great power. Apparently you still haven't succeeded. You really are a disappointment. What are you talking about, Father? If I succeeded, you haven't made it. You only let yourself be manipulated by power. What's the use of having a borrowed power if you're going to have a very big consequence? Suddenly, the angel's voice would have changed. Shut the fuck up! This body is already mine, and you won't be able to do anything. The angel would throw himself against his father, but at that moment of doing it, he would have stopped in the air to start touching his own head. What is going on? Don't you want more power? My father is right. If I want power, I'll have to do it on my own. Suddenly, a golden light would have fallen on the angel. He would start to scream loudly, and from his body, that evil energy that was consuming him would have come out completely. I don't know how on earth you were able to achieve it, but I will not leave this place. Daishinkan would create again a golden spear. While the angel was carrying that spear, the dark energy would have released hands of giant shadows to envelop the angel, but this, while carrying his golden spear, would have dodged the shadows without many problems. As long as none of those shadows touch my body, I'll be fine. The dark energy, seeing that his technique did not work, would create a matrix of energy on the ground. So this matrix would begin to absorb the power of the angel, but not even a second would pass when the angel would have finished charging his golden spear to throw it to the dark energy, but this energy would have absorbed his spear to return it to him again. But what the hell, my technique has been returned again. Daishinkan would try to withstand his same technique, but in doing so he would be hurt, thus creating small cuts on his body, because my technique does not work against that energy. The father of the angel would think when he saw this. This became more interesting than I thought. Obviously, it will not be so easy to pass the first test. The attacks with that kind of energy that are not any matter will not work. He has to see the way to defeat him, although the answer is very easy. Daishinkan would throw several energy balls, but this guy would just dodge them. Daishinkan was being beaten up. My father has beaten me so much that I've been hurt, and now this guy too? Is the world of strong people so big? I really thought I was the strongest. Angel, I'm still giving you the chance to resign yourself and come back to me. I'm not going to do that. I just want to find a way to defeat him. Several minutes would have passed, where the angel launched attacks and techniques, but nothing had effect. Suddenly, the dark energy would have launched a gust of wind, which would throw the angel to the purifying pond again. The angel would leave the pond, but out of nowhere, the dark energy would stop attacking him. Because he is no longer attacking me, maybe he is afraid of the purifying water. Maybe this water has a limit of use. But if the energy is out of a body, this energy can be eliminated completely. Ha ha ha! I think I found your weakness. You really gave me a hard time. The angel would use mental power to remove a small part of the water that was in the pond. Suddenly, a giant ball of water would be thrown against the dark energy. This energy would begin to escape as fast as it could. If that water touches my body, I will lose my life. I can't do that yet. I will not let you escape. The angel would have moved so fast, thus putting it behind the energy, to then throw a small ball of water. This ball of water would make the dark energy back out, but in doing so, it would be completely consumed. This cannot be possible. I've lost? What a fool. He forgot he was cornered and backed away. The water would go back to where it belonged. You have succeeded, son. I didn't think you would discover the weakness. Although it was very easy, you have passed the first test. Now you have 2 more to go. As a reward, you will have a small increase in power. The sky would open. A golden angel would have come out of the sky to touch the head of Daishinkan. At that moment, his power would increase. Meanwhile, Goku, perhaps I was deceived by Yizu. What's wrong with this place? I can't see anything. I only feel an amount of murderous energy that is not normal. Suddenly, a strange being would have appeared. I will eat your mortal soul. Some energy threads would have gone where Goku was, but thanks to the increase of his ocular power, he was able to dodge them. What's up with that guy? He has a human face, but he doesn't look like a living being. And besides, I can't feel his presence or his ki. I only feel a strange, murderous energy coming from that strange guy. So you are new. This is the Abyss Massacre. Nobody leaves this place alive. I must imagine that you fell by accident in this place, since nobody in their right mind would enter here. What bad luck you have. You will be my food. An invisible shadow came out to ram the Saiyan at great speed. The guy was mocking and his voice echoed in the desolate place. The subject he did not move from where he was standing. He only controlled the shadow with his sight. Goku would again try to fly towards the surface of the abyss, but the higher he climbed, the pressure was getting stronger, causing some of his bones to break. The pressure seemed to kill him. Despite that, he would continue to climb higher and higher. But something strange would happen to him. From his body, he would have begun to hear a voice. Apparently, the soul of his son had awakened. Father, you better not keep flying. Come down immediately. This place is like a prison. Once inside, you cannot get out. At least not where you managed to enter. There must be a way out. Maybe if you somehow manage to complete the Abyss Massacre, you can get out of here. The same abyss restricts you. From what I heard from the guy before waking up, no one has been able to get out of here alive. Son, apparently you have awakened. I knew you were not dead. When they told me that you had saved Universe 6, I promised myself to become stronger to fulfill your promise. I have awakened, Father. The energy of this place made my body react. Now that there are 2 of us, maybe you can complete the abyss. You're right, son. Goku would have gone back to the ground. Steam would begin to come out of his body. Thanks to the awakening of his son and the purple power, his wounds would heal in just seconds. How interesting. That formidable regeneration I have already seen it a long time ago. You managed to fly 500,000 meters high. You are a very strange guy. Your physical resistance must be very good. A suffocating pressure fell on Goku. Kneel down now! Goku would have been on his knees, but after a few seconds he would get up with his willpower. Even though its power is great, I was able to resist its pressure. This power is very similar to the technique that the angel used at that time. You resist very well. The invisible shadow emerged once again, dodging it for the second time. The last time he flew to the top, it was not consciousness. He could see the shadow that attacked him. The power that this man has is not very high. He should not be able to dodge my attacks and much less see them. Perhaps the ocular power that he has in his eyes is so strong. A kick would crash Goku, thus sticking him in a very sticky web. In reality, they were very strange mattresses that allowed to capture a living being and camouflaged as if they were a simple spiderweb. Goku could not move, but he felt that the key that he had, that spiderweb, was on the outside, flowing as if it were a normal technique.
This time you're not going to escape. I will eat your soul.